Hi there, it's Caroline here. Just wanted to show you these gift bags today. They've been on my blog and people have had a look and commented on them. I've done a Christmas version here using the in colour designer scrapbook paper and one of the new single stamps that says Be Merry, and this gorgeous Grosgrain ribbon. There's also a lighter, more delicate version using the Modern Melody designer scrapbook paper and a little butterfly and some of the pink chevron ribbon. So you can decorate these any way you want, but you might want to understand how I made the bag because it's quite a bit bigger. As you can see, the finished bag is 7 inches tall by 5 inches wide, and it has a 2-inch piece on the side, so it's quite a good size for most gifts fit inside, unless you're buying people large gifts, in which case stop, they don't need them that big. So what you need to make your piece, make your bag, is you start with a piece of scrapbook paper that is 12 by 12, and the first piece that you're going to cut off is going to be, oh, my cutter's stuck, at 9 inches. So you're going to line this up at 9 and cut off at 9 inches here, and then you're going to turn it around. So you've got a piece of scrapbook paper that is 12 inches by 9 inches, and you're going to be using your scoreboard, and you're going to need to score it at 5 and at 7. And then rotate it round so that the shorter piece is on the top rail, and you score at 2. So you can see I've scored at 5, 7 and 2. Put that to one side. Then this little piece here is 3 inches wide, and you need to cut it off at 9 inches. Here. This piece is spare, and you can use it for decorating the front, or you can use it for making little teeny tiny thank you cards for your customers, which is what I do with them. They're great 3-inch squares, and so they fit perfectly. These are my thank you cards. Here we go. Look, I have a stash of them, and they are just little 3 by 3 thank you cards, and they're just, I slip them inside everybody's orders and just to say thank you. So it's always good to have thank you cards. Anyway. So there is a piece which is 3 inches by 9 inches, and this piece you're going to score at 2, and then flip it round so that the shorter piece is here, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, so that's 2 inches, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. You can then put your scoreboard away because you are done. Then taking your snips, you are going to cut here a little triangle out on both ends, like this. So cut that triangle away, and then you're going to take, I'm going to have my bag, I think, with the spots on the outside. I think that looks quite nice. And bone fold the flaps across so that you've folded them neatly, and then again I'm going to take this one and fold this across here and fold it across here. So, and then for this piece I'm just going to snip up these pieces and snip them off because we don't need those, so they're coming off. And then I'm just going to fold that piece up. Oh, no, we're not going to fold it the other way. We're having spots on the outside, aren't we? Take it up and fold it across there. And then really simply, you need to take your red line tape. And again, I'm using red line because it will just make sure that the bag is firm and it doesn't come apart. And run a piece down here. And another piece down the other side. I like doing these bags out of scrapbook paper because I can match them with the Stampin' Up colours, and so they'll match the card and they'll match the ribbon, and it makes for a more coordinated look rather than buying a gift bag. I can't remember the last time I bought a gift bag, so I always make them. Just taking it off the lining tape again, I like to use a pokey torch to make life easier. And then here, I'm just going to put a little strip across the bottom there, hold the bottom flap in. And I'm going to take the tape off this one, like that. Then in terms of joining this up, I'm just going to line it up on the edge of the bigger piece, exactly on its edge, and fold it down with my thumb. And then I'm going to do the same again on this side. Take it round and line it up. Take your fingers in and line it up on the edge of the paper. And that is then my tube. These pieces then come in and these pieces come across, and that is the base of my bag. You can put lots and lots of layers of tape here, but I've found that if you use the red line tape, you only really need one piece at this point, and that's the piece on the bottom here. And pull that across, pop it up, and that's our bag sealed. Then I usually pinch here and here, and as you can see, if you just gently fold it across whilst you're pinching, it comes together neater than if you've done a score line. I think a score line can be too harsh because you don't really want it pleated at the bottom, you just want it pleated at the top. Then, once you've happily put your top together, I've got this punch here, which is a teeny tiny circular punch that came in a set of itty bitty punches, and I am just going to push it down and push it down as far as it goes, because then I know I'm going to get it evenly on both sides, and then stamp 2 holes like that. Now I need to have some ribbon to do this up with. I'm just going to pull my ribbon caddy out, and I think I'm going to be using this ribbon. Probably, I'll take a good size bow out. This is the seam binding, satin seam binding. Oh, I have to excuse my cough, sorry, I've been fighting it off. And you can just put it through, and you can either make handles or you can pull it through and make a bow. Now I wanted to show some bow tying for one of my dear sweet friends who is part of my Stampin' Up team. I used to take the left one and pass it over the right one and come underneath and pull to each side rather than down. So I'm pulling to the sides. I then take one bow in one hand and one bow in the other hand, and I lay the top one, the top bow, over the bottom one, flip under through and pull it over on the other side. This makes for a neat knot on top, and then I usually just have to pull a little bit on each side of the loops to get the loops to the size I want them, which sometimes can mean a bit of toing and froing back and forth. But that then is a nice soft bow, and your bag is finished. You can trim the ends because they're probably a bit too long. In fact, I'll trim them now because they'll upset me otherwise. And that is your gift bag finished. Really simple, really easy, ready to be decorated with whatever you want to match the card. As I say, here's some of the others I made. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you get to make a gift bag. Thanks a lot. Bye.